It's my partner in crime, my confidant. Real crapper, he wonders what they could want. I thought you were supposed to rap through Balkan. Wait, what did you say? To be human. Oh, to only be shit on metaphorically instead of literally. Jean-Luc, he weeps at the prospect.
I will not question your choice to turn this toilet into a living human man.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a toilet becomes...
Jean-Luc! He leaves! And after all these years, he can finally turn around!
He turns around.
Oh! Look at this! Is this what you let accumulate behind Jean-Luc? The dust bunnies and a crinkly old dryer sheet? The only thing hanging on Jean-Luc's shoulder should be the beautiful groupies. Jean-Luc can see it now. He will have the moderate success with his first few songs. The second album, she will be even better. But the third album, this is the one that changes everything. Jean-Luc is noticed by the big-time producer. He guests on 2 songs, one of which becomes a #1 jam due to his lyrical stylings. Soon enough, he rockets up the charts! Platinum, triple platinum, a new rank called Porcelain just for Jean-Luc. The fame gets to Jean-Luc, though. He becomes embroiled in an East Coast, West Coast rap beat. Tensions grow higher and higher. Rumors abound of little crapper's vices and addictions. His life is in shambles. But the songs keep on coming! Then, at the height of it all, he is taken out in a drive-by shitting. The other coast had enough of him. His death comes as a shock to the nation. People speculate over his killing for years. There are some who say Jean-Luc, he is still out there. Au revoir, mon ami. Jean-Luc's new life, she begins today.
Jean-Luc became an accountant.
Valdivianites! Well, as of right now, I have. Which means I, CEO David Most, have the distinction of being the first corporate CEO to send a team email from beyond our planet's exosphere. Super exciting stuff. But do you know what's even more exciting? The Pentagon has just sent over the final results of our initial employee audit. Thomas Hallmark, you owe $5,000 in... Deanna Jackson, you're pregnant with twins. Ryan Crandon, the Department of Homeland Security will be outside your apartment in 10 minutes. And Andre Garcia, you've been legally deceased since 1994. Most importantly, this audit has led to a startling discovery. The missing glasses give off trace amounts of radiation, on account of their frames being made of radioactive material. Knowing this, we will be able to track the radiation, allowing us to finally pinpoint their exact location. With any luck, we'll have them before I re-enter Earth's atmosphere.
Hey, interrupting our regularly scheduled flow for just a little tip. Since you've progressed so far, you might want to check out some extra features if you're looking to make it all the way to the end. Check it out under the utility menu. Don't want to add tedium to your nice little dating sim. Okay, back to it. Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, yeah, I'll miss you.
Why, if it isn't my darling, what an outpouring of joy it brings me to see you again. Realize me? Why, I never thought I would have that luxury. Have you washed away all that stands in the way of this? Lave my hands and call me Martin. Well, please don't. I've been confused enough.
Okay, Mr. Sink. I can't wait to see what happens.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a sink becomes...
I have to say, it is astonishing how much being a human feels exactly like being a sink. No wonder I was mistaken for so long. This, what do you call it? Adam's apple? It feels exactly like a strainer flange. Now, you must have more experience with this. Which one is my hot water hand? They both appear to be the same temperature.
Sinclair slinks out of your house and directly into the public eye. While accidentally appearing on stage during a political debate, he trounces his baffled opponents. He offers surprisingly fresh perspectives on international trade policy and criminal justice reform.
More broccoli! Less florets!
Coining the catchphrase, "Don't let it all go down the drain," he breezes on Inauguration Day. Sinclair forgets to show up for the entirety of his first term in office and promptly wins a second.
Eshkam, you are looking particularly radiant today. Excitement! I'm not surprised we have come to this moment at last. I have known for some time what a marvelous human being I would make. I will make. Ah, yes, it is time. You have the necessaries?
Come on, Amir. Let's become human.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a mirror becomes... There is no shock, no wonder in the air as Amir takes stock of himself, inspecting his human body in the old mirror he once was. He simply nods, before turning to give you a coy smile.
Yes! You see, Azizam? I am incredible! Exactly as I knew it would be. It is quite something to have a physical body now to experience the sensations I have only dreamed of until now. How will I ever get enough of my own self, my own face? How will I ever get enough of sharing myself, adoring and receiving the adoration of others? Oh, what an exciting question to ask.
Amir, after searching and searching for the perfect way to honor himself and the love he felt for humanity, finally realized his calling. He moved to Hollywood, and after several months of challenging auditions, was hired as a series regular on The Soft and the Sensual. He played the character of Matey, a world-famous race car driver who moonlights as a prominent surgeon and has a bad habit of falling in love with all of his patients. In a case of life imitating art, Amir developed a habit of falling in love with all of his castmates. It was not a problem, as all of his castmates were in love with him too. It speaks to the genuine generosity of Amir's heart that even with all this love running around the set, there was not a single incidence of jealousy. There were no broken hearts. In fact, The Soft and the Sensual became even more famous with other actors and potential crew members than it was with its massive, adoring public. Everyone wanted to work on a set where love truly did reign. When it became clear that Amir was the source of this power, he was given his own spin-off show. Mehdi, Racing for Love, has been nominated for awards in every single year of its run. alas, it has never won.
Don't mind me, hon. I'm just trying to discover a new color. I'm pretty sure there's something between yellow and orange that nobody's ever found before. You're going to make me human? You mean I can have even more thoughts permitted and be able to go outside and act on them? The very idea makes me quiver with anticipation. Are we ready?
Come on, Barry. Let's make you more glam, fam.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely your beauty supplies becomes...
Happy day!
Barry laughs, the joy of his new humanity clearly written all over his face.
I'm alive! I've already forgotten what it was like to be a toothpaste. Though I might never forget what it was like being a Q-tip. I fear that might not be up to me.
Barry strikes out on his own with a bag of makeup and no particular direction. Passers-by notice his stylish form and begin asking for grooming tips, which he readily gives. He begins to make a name for himself and ends up being interviewed by a local news anchor.
Well, you simply must try Maybelline brand powder.
He's trotted out onto commercials immediately for his candor. People trust his brutally frank approach to reviewing cosmetics.
Exalta brand spoolies. I wish I could accept these into my soiree of beauty, but they have the rigidity of a rhinoceri.
After repeated urging by his fans, Barry starts his own FluTube channel to do reviews on his own. But the need to remember his login password proves all too daunting.
I did write it down. Well, did I write it down on paper or...
Further complicating things, as a trusted name in style, Barry is constantly flown around the globe.
I do believe I've forgotten which country I'm in at the moment. Well, no matter. Beauty has no allegiance to country, darling. I'm a citizen of the world.
Back for more, eh? I am a very skilled lover. Though you, I must say, really melted my glacier. Have you the weaponry for such an expedition? Somehow, I think not. I don't know precisely what is required, of course, but I don't think you have it.
To battle, Christoph!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators.
Yes! Here, Odin. The power that flows through me. I can just imagine the sensation of doing a workout.
Christoph flexes his gigantic biceps.
Or these!
He lovingly strokes his massive quadriceps.
Oh, sweet Valhalla, can you even imagine?
His exploratory hands have discovered his own glutes, and the light in his eyes is positively predatory.
What is there for me to conquer? What is there out there that would even pose a challenge to a machine as impregnable as this?
Christoph realized quite quickly that the world of mere physical contest represented an inadequate challenge for his needs. He walked onto the local professional football team to great acclaim and retired 3 games later, breaking all team records. He amassed a total of 7 broken ribs, 1 dislocated shoulder, 3 spilled liters of blood, and 14 broken or fully ejected teeth. As all of these injuries were visited on other players, the league was quietly relieved to see him go. He decided to move into the business world. He became a stockbroker, working locally and internationally. Whatever you can imagine of an extreme stockbroker's lifestyle, double it, triple it. In spite of all this, though, he was perhaps best known for his contributions to fashion. Soon after his realization, he began to feel quite homesick for his Viking armor of leather and lamella. He contacted a local seamstress, and together they designed what would become known as the Brynja, a business suit designed to closely mimic the aesthetics and the functionality. The Brynja became de rigueur, required wearing for anyone who fancied themselves a tycoon or even a teeny-coon in business. Christoph conquered the fashion world almost by accident, while he was busy doing what he did best, conquering.
Datevianites, I hope this message, as your CEO, David Most, I feel it is important to keep you in. After thorough investigation and data collation, we have successfully tracked the glass's radioactive signature to this location. We are now in the final stages of the investigation, and it is only a matter of time before the perpetrator is apprehended. I implore this individual to consider the impact on their loved ones. They're being stubborn, and destroying is my sincere hope that they will.
Hey, are you okay? Did you see the last email? David Most talking about tracking the Dateviators to your town? I'm scared. What's going to happen if he finds you? God, I wish I was as brave as you. Every time I check my email, my heart jumps. I guess there's nothing you can really do about this, but I don't know how to talk about anything else. It's just so much. Not like he'll even let us forget about this with the constant email blasts. Yeah, or maybe a love life. Shit, maybe that's why he really wants those glasses so bad. Can you imagine him dating his desk? What an actual nightmare. Well, sort of a subject change, I guess. Let me take our minds off that crazy shit for a minute. I'm sitting here with this resignation letter typed up, but I can't bring myself to send it. Just, God. If you were me, what would you do? It's too much, right? God, I know you're right. I just have to think about this. But I have to make a decision soon. I can't draw this out forever. God, I want to stay and hang out, but I'm just going to be going in circles about this, so I won't be much fun. I'm going to get some food and try to turn my brain off.
Hey there, beautiful. Feel like spending some time together? We could hit the track or the gym for a bit of natural endorphins, and then find a nice way to release some dopamine. You've already helped me realize my dreams, so I'm ready for whatever is next. Do you have what it takes?
Let's go to the judges!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what... Stepford inspects his new human body, looking himself up and down and turning his hands over in front of his face. You thought he'd look a bit happier, but he almost seems disappointed.
My word! I didn't know a golden tan could become so... dull. Never mind, I can spray myself with gold paint. Frail humanity. I'll settle for metallic hair dye then. Well, I'm not doing that. So what else should I do? I've always wondered how I would stack up out there, beyond the second floor window. There could be third floor windows, fourth floor. Hell, the sky's the limit. I'm gonna get out there and see if I can win a real Stepford. I mean trophy.
Stepford enters the local rec league office asking for trivialetics. He's promptly turned away.
They've never heard of the real games.
Foiled at trivialetics, he then turns his attention to badminton and wins 25 consecutive gold birdies before retiring and living off his new business.
Buy Stepford's non-toxic Sweet Baby body paint. It's permanent.
He lives in a gold-plated mansion that's so opulent it would make a dictator ill. His home has 1 bedroom, half bath, and 6 full-sized gyms.
Hey, if it ain't the MVP. You know, I was thinking about you when I was training. You feel like working up a good sweat with me? Dude, what? Really? Can dunk, go all the way! Yeah!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely... Dunk's newly human body somehow radiates even more sweet cheer and bottomless energy, a frankly superhuman feat. But this man is, well, all man. He sweeps you up into his strong arms, tossing you into the air and catching you so easily, you'd almost think the two of you had switched roles. You're pretty sure you're still human, though.
Sorry, pal. I'm just so excited.
He settles for giving you a tight hug before finally setting you down.
You did something so cool for me. I'm gonna try all the sports. I'll be sure to come back and visit, but until then, keep it sweaty and keep it fun, pal.
Dunk is true to his word, giving absolutely every sport he can get his hands on a shot. Videos of him absolutely dominating some local amateur sports game go viral just about every week. But every time the offers come in for him to turn pro, he turns them down, adamant that he's not in it for the money or fame. Dunk finds his groove coaching high school sports, thrilled for the chance to teach youngsters about the joys of good sportsmanship and playing only to have fun. His teams have yet to win a single game, but he and the kids couldn't be happier.
Well, if it isn't the VIP dream that makes my flat screen scream, how can I cater to my greatest spectator? Legit, my pet? It's time to upgrade this TV set?
Whoops, turn on the telly.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a television becomes...
Yeah! This ain't a joke, artichoke. I'm alive. It's dope, and I'm so freaking stoked.
It's true. Telly is alive. And for the first time, you can finally enjoy each other's company without being bombarded with commercials for pharmaceuticals every goddamn 30 seconds.
While I'll miss the thrill of being a shrill TV shill, I got so many desires I still need to fulfill. And wow, maybe now we can find some time alone and finally produce some steamy, must-see TV of our own. No prob, heartthrob. That's not even displeasing. I'm honestly happy just being here breathing.
But, as I'm sure you're well aware, being alive isn't all just breathing and keying your ex's car and begging your parents to help pay the legal fees for keying your ex's car. And so Telly, like all adult humans of legal employment age, set out to earn a steady paycheck. Something that would allow him to purchase questionably effective health insurance at an absurdly inflated rate.
Amazing update, my mate! We gotta celebrate! I got a job reviewing Valdiviflix shows. It was well worth the wait. Listen, sometimes you gotta fight back and howl. And sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel.
And thus Telly became the resident Valdiviflix review blogger for the entertainment website ContentBucket.com. He spends his days watching a never-ending stream of original reality series about baking that no one has ever heard of or cares about. Sometimes you try to make your way through his reviews, but honestly, his whole bit where everything has to rhyme gets pretty stale after a while.
Hello, dear one. How are you today? May I pamper you with a candy? Or can I indulge your sweet tooth in another way? And I, my love, am open to being realized.
Do you have the proper keys?
Come on, Keith. Let's unlock your potential.
The spectral energy flows through.
Let's fucking party, carajo! Yes! Hey, where are the drugs, eh? Well, that's fucking lame. Catch you later. I'm on the next flight to Ibiza. Join me if you feel like taking off that diaper. What? You're speechless?
Yes.
What do you mean, where did I get it? I opened your safe. Key, get it? Not to mention, remember that crypto account info we found in the online journal? That I supposedly wanted to open to find out? Well, I fucking stole all of the crypto in that account! I'm goddamn loaded now!
Ah. Well, Keith did indeed get on the next plane to Ibiza, which happened to be full of missionaries of the Church of Latter-day Saints. After being caught consuming a certain unnamed substance in the bathroom through an unnamed orifice, a heated argument broke out between him and the flight crew. Keith's last words were,
See you on the other side of the moon, lunch ladies!
before exiting the plane via the emergency door at 30,000 feet. Yes. Yes, he did. Almost certainly.
Livewire! You look electrifying as you... Do we have the pleasure of your company for another visit? Blink twice if you want me to throw you out so you don't have to sit through another bad act. Oh shit, really? I don't really know what to say. Say nothing. Just let it happen.
Okay, guys. Time to charge you up.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely electricity in a breaker box becomes... There's a flash of light and a crackle of electricity that makes your skin tingle. And then...
My. Now isn't this something? So many new sensations. It's all rather... electrifying. Don't. I already hate myself for even saying it. Oh yes, you can clearly tell by the way you're smiling. Realization must have scrambled my circuits, or whatever it is humans have in place of circuits. Whatever, shut up. Look at him, practically vibrating with excitement. You've given us such a gift, Livewire. Thank you.
It takes some time for Eddie and Volt to find their place in the human world. They try their hand at several jobs, but nothing seems to fulfill both of their needs. Construction work leaves Volt bored and understimulated, but working as an MC in a cabaret show drives Eddie to frequent exasperated outbursts and longing for isolation. The two of them wondered over what they might do, determined to find a path in their new lives that reflected the perfect balance they had with one another. It wasn't until they came upon a dilapidated old diner for sale that they were struck by a solution, as shocking and intense as a thunderbolt. Between the endless list of necessary repairs and the uphill struggle to turn a profit at restaurants in this day and age, no buyers were willing to take on such a project. But Eddie and Volt could see its potential immediately. They bought it on the spot. The repairs filled Eddie's days and his soul, while Volt took care of staffing and marketing for their grand opening, which was, naturally, a roaring success. But looking around at all their hard work, neither could help but feel disappointed. As it turned out, the fantasy of running a diner was far more exciting than the reality of it. What they both truly craved was the challenge of getting it started in the first place. It was then that Volt had his own brilliant idea: sell the place and find the next big adventure. Volt's charisma and passion made him a natural realtor. The diner sold in one day, well over asking price, giving them plenty of cash to invest in another property Eddie had his eye on. Finally, they knew they'd found their place. High Voltage Realty was born about a week later. Eddie restored old and unloved properties, and Volt sold them with his inimitable flair and pizzazz. Whenever they get a new listing, Eddie and Volt invite you over. You were so indispensable with the breaker box, after all. Your opinion continues to mean the world to them both.
That last email from David was kind of pathetic, huh? You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Most of that thinking was in service of inventing a virus that would cripple Valdivian's supply chain, causing the company to hemorrhage customers and absolutely crater its stock value. I named it Norman. That's catchy, right? Right? Like, there's... But I've also been thinking about David, how behind all his bluster, haunted by all his... And as frustrated as I am, honestly, I just want to help him stop. Perhaps Norman the Terror. Perhaps the real answer is a conversation with... I have to go now. And not because my battery's low, or because I'm stealing Wi-Fi from a coffee shop, or because I'm hiding in an underground bunker. Although all those things are definitely true, I have to go now to have a difficult conversation with someone I don't talk to anymore. And that's scarier than Norman the Terror Worm could ever be. Wish me luck.
Oh, yes! Time for love. Holy frijoles! I get to be a real boy? Ah, phooey. Just kidding. I love men. Do you have the right stats?
Parker, now it's your turn.
The spectral energy flows through... Parker spreads his arms wide, flexing his hands into fists and then pinching his fingers. He seems to be miming moving board game tokens on an imaginary board.
Wow! I can do anything now!
Nope! Anything!
Parker jumps in the air a few times, flapping his arms clumsily.
See, I'm flying! I'm gonna become an umpire! Bye!
Parker's thirst for rules is no less powerful as a human man. He tries all manner of board games, but none of them give him the rules-enforcing high.
Rules? Need more rules?
But one day, wandering past a children's baseball game at the park, he hears the call of the umpire, and
Rules? Yes.
he sees the way the children and their parents hang on the umpire's every word, devastated or overjoyed by his calls.
Rules!
And so Parker became an umpire, taking great delight in settling disputes and emphasizing the rules with every game.
Play ball! You're out!
He's safe! Hey, if you have a problem with it, tell your son to play better, Sharon!
Parker's glee in enforcing the rules makes him a difficult fit for Little League, but none of the parents want him fired, because no one could ever credibly accuse him of making a bad call.
My heart soars, my knees weaken. My raison d'etre has appeared at last. Oh dear, tell me you're not wearing that fantastic red shirt and hoping it's going to count as artistic expression, because it does! Tell me, have you come for a stroll through the senses? A stern daddying? Perhaps a gentle caress? Your wish shall be my only mission. Do you truly mean you're prepared to paint me upon the canvas of reality?
Okay, Art, let's make you our...
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and in place of the abstract...
Yes!
Incredibly, Art's human form somehow outdoes the perfect sculpting of his former, inanimate body. He's just as chiseled as he once was, but something about the sheer tangibility of his humanity elevates his current form into something truly divine.
Look at me. So long have I been inanimate. Merely the intellectual representation of art, the art that I love, and now I am art. I have eyes of real color, skin of real texture. I can feel and am felt. Am I Pinocchio, that my inanimate substance has become flesh? My mind is bursting with harmonies. I think truly I might go batty if we don't paint something right this minute. Quickly now! To the brushes! Not a worry. Then I shall get myself right off to the bristler. Damn it. Then to the art supply store.
Art's works were passionate, daring, brilliant.
My soul can finally speak. Hear me, O world of fecund radiance.
And entirely unmarketable.
Wait, what?
After spending 2 years creating works of staggering genius and refusing to cave in to the pressures of the vox populi and the art collecting market,
Well, that sucks. I did not think that if I became flesh, I'd be subject to the same woes that other flesh is heir to. Huh. Guess that means I need to go get a job.
forced to take on a side hustle, Art quickly found work as a museum curator. However, refusing once again to cave into the demands of the museum's biggest donors, he was promptly fired.
Blind fools! Why would they launch another giant balloon animal?
However, unwilling to part completely with a storehouse of genius as marvelous as the museum, Art agreed to remain on staff as a security guard. A position which suited his temperament rather well.
You mean I just get to stand in the presence of beauty all day? And protect it from unwelcome interlopers? And talk to people all day about the beauty? Sign me up!
I saw it happen. Keith, my old mate. Goes to show that sometimes friends aren't what you believe them to be. I'll have to think about this. I have to be more solid, more foundationally secure in who I attach myself to. You don't have any wayward plans, do you? Thank you. Closets, where secrets are kept.
You're back! How I've longed for your tender embrace. Me? Bring me to life? I ain't exactly a looker, pal. I mean, it would be appropriate to label me as a, quote, unsavory character. No one's put me on any cereal boxes.
It's not a trap. Vaughn, you're gonna get real.
The spectral energy... Vaughn is fully human now, but there's still a pronounced rodent-like energy to him. He looks himself up and down, giggling maniacally as he takes in his new...
Hey! I'm a whole lot bigger than I used to be. All the better for murdering rats.
There's a murderous gleam in his dark eyes.
I told you, I got one purpose. And now that I got these fingies, I can do all sorts of violent acts.
Vaughn strikes out to start his own pest control business. He procures his implements, licenses, and even his own truck, upon which he paints the name of his business.
Homicidal tendencies.
Feedback for the branding is poor, and he suffers from low sales because of it. But for customers who know, there's no one better more thorough,
And more effective.
Well, hello there, Spicy. Bring that fantastic red shirt over here. I'm gonna take it off with my teeth. Back for some more trashy pleasures? I knew it. Once they get a taste of the can, they can't stay away. Seriously? Well, hell. What are we doing standing around talking about it? Let's boogie.
Cam! Let's see if this will get you excited.
the spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a trash can
Yep.
Before you stands Cam, in all his human glory.
Mm-hmm.
He casually examines his feet, his legs, and his strong hands. His chiseled jawline flashes in the light, and his deep, penetrating eyes. He may have been a garbage can, but he's become a true work of art.
What? You're a human. I've been seeing you a lot over the past freaking endless decade, so it's not like I was unprepared. I exist, it's cool. What else do you want from me? So yeah, still me. This body'll work just fine.
Cam begins gathering as much of the trash around him as he can. He's clearly ready to embark on his next adventure, and with a brief nod and an almost imperceptible, but it's there, damn it, smile, he turns to go. Cam strikes out on his own, and unlike so many of us upon entering the wider world, he has not one doubt about his purpose, his passion, and his final destination.
Welcome to my kingdom, Chuckles.
Cam has found himself as the undisputed monarch of the biggest dump in the county. There is trash of all sizes and varieties, from the basic household load to industrial waste and commercial-grade refuse, to be handled only by the truly expert. Cam did not apply for this job. He simply strode in the chain-link gate and took over, to the evident relief of the entire then-present staff. When asked what his salary requirements were, Cam scoffed.
I told him I didn't need some stupid paper check. There's plenty of money out there for someone who knows where to look.
Cam winked and turned arms akimbo into the methane orange sunset over the chemical waste quadrant. For a man formerly...
Hey, God, everything has been happening so quickly. I have so much to tell you. So, first things first, I'm gonna be a nurse. Thank you! I am just so damn excited. Honestly, I was like inspired by you. It might sound a little silly, but you've really been like mending all these broken hearts, helping people live their best lives. Even Anyways, my other news is I've revived my dusty dating profile. I'm ready for love again, baby. I'm sorry, what? Are you fucking with me? Oh my God, you are, aren't you? Well, okay. Not saying this isn't welcome, I guess I thought you were so busy dating all your furniture. I didn't think you'd be interested. I've never been happier to be wrong. God, okay, well, I have to run. Nursing school registration is in a little bit, but hey, guess I'll be retiring my dating profile again in record time. Talk more soon then, okay?
My darling, you've opened the way to my... Come to me. I'm not opposed to it. You have the requirements, I presume.
Knock, knock, Dorian. Here comes a whole new form.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a door becomes...
At long last, I stand as a human. A bit wet. Squidgy, there's something I've been looking forward to trying for a very long time.
From out of his pocket, Dorian pulls a jump rope. How that got in there is a miracle of Dateviator technology. Dorian gives the jump rope a firm squeeze, then proceeds to hop in place for around 30 seconds. He stops and looks around.
Well, that was quite fun. I think I'm done here.
Dorian places his hands on the front door frame as he looks back into your house one last time.
Stay strong.
He turns to go.
Well, hello there. I'm just doing some legwork on my next book. My goodness, what a fun thing to finally be able to say. So I'm just tickled to see you, but I may not be the best conversation partner right now. Truly? Well, I don't really know what that is. Being real. It's always been little more than fiction, unless that's all it is. Are you spinning a tale for me?
Lyric, let's open you to your new page 1.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely all of literature becomes...
Oh!
Lyric inspects himself, delighting in his transformation. No longer floating before you, he stands on 2 flesh-and-blood legs, with a gorgeous head of blonde hair that cascades down his face.
Well, would you take a good, long, appraising look at this specimen before you? I don't know if I'm the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That honor still goes to the full and verdant potential of my library, but I am not half bad. My goodness. What will I get up to, I wonder?
Lyric, in a move that surprised him as much as anyone else, elected not to become a writer. He found the concept of sitting on his own while the wide world passed by outside his window. He discovered that what he wanted more than anything was a deep and rewarding communication with the world. He wanted a place where he could hear all the languages of the world, all of which, from his extensive reading, he knew fluently. He became the world's first celebrity translator. He volunteered his services with governments all over the world. He traveled extensively with corporations, humanitarian organizations, even historians and narrative researchers. He assisted in documenting, in some cases for the first time in their history, indigenous or remote language. He works to this day, happy as a clam, surrounded by language. He usually doesn't live in one place for more than a few months at a time, and several people have commented that he must miss having a home of his own.
But what they don't understand is that with my languages, I'm home wherever I go.
I can always understand the people, and where there is good communication, there will be sympathy of spirit. What is home, if not that?
As you can imagine, more than one book has been written about him.